like very 20, 30, 20 years, I think, back. So little words here and there, I just know.
Okay, okay, okay. Okay, no worries. Uh, okay, so all of you are beginners? Okay, so yeah. Okay, so I would like to just before commencing with the classes, I'll be giving you some instructions which we need to follow during the whole course. And besides that, if you have any questions related to any sort of exams, DELF, DALF, TEF, TCF, anybody who's willing to immigrate to Canada, France for uh, PR purposes, higher studies, whatsoever is the case, you can ask the questions. Um, I mean, now also, so that I just give you a clarity or maybe a brief explanation to what your doubts are really are regarding your query. This is one thing. The second thing, since it is an online course, uh, so 2019 say, okay, one question. Who understands Hindi? I mean, who do not understand Hindi? I'm not asking that who can speak Hindi, but I'm asking who cannot understand Hindi. Anybody from South India who cannot understand Hindi? Understanding, not speaking. Why you guys are writing in the chat
Ma'am,
box?
I
Please
am,
unmute yourself and speak in the class.
ma'am, my name is Sarah Vaidyanathan and
Yeah.
I'm South India and I don't speak or understand Hindi, ma'am.
Oh, but in
Hi,
chat
ma'am.
box you've written I can understand Hindi.
No, I
Sarah.
cannot. I did not write, ma'am. I'm sorry.
Oh,
Hi,
it
ma'am.
is Sonali. Okay. Okay,
Myself
you cannot
Varni
understand.
here.
Hmm.
I'm from Chennai, so I couldn't understand Hindi. I don't know.
Fine. Okay, okay,
I'm from
okay.
Chennai too, so I don't understand Hindi, ma'am.
Fine, 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 not a problem. So basically, we are not actually going to conduct this course in Hindi. Uh, the point is somewhere, since it's a language, so when you're learning a new language, one must always try to relate a new language with your own mother tongue, right? So my mother tongue is Hindi. When I learned French, I used to relate it with Hindi and of course English also, because English is a universal language. Everybody knows English. So for those who do not understand Hindi, whichever is your mother tongue, Tamil or Telugu or whatsoever. So when we'll be learning this thing, sounds and everything, so I gave you the guidance actually how to relate it. So try to always relate the language in your own preferred, in your own comfortable language. Okay, this is what I was trying to say. Then, secondly, since it is an online course, so we all have to speak in the class. We all have to participate in the class. So when we are doing the discussions, when we are doing any topic, you need to come up, ask the questions. Okay. So you have to really ask the questions when we are doing the practice or learning. Okay. So you have to speak, you have to participate in the class. I cannot see your faces, but you can speak in the class. Okay. This is another thing. Next thing, in the group, I had shared some instructions wherein I've asked you to actually download a dictionary. Now, why dictionary is important? Because uh, when we'll be learning French, so initially, yes, we will be, you may ask, what is the meaning of this word? What is the meaning? So I will be telling you, okay, but you guys need to develop a tendency to um, search the word, the meaning on your own. So it can be from French to English or vice versa. So English to French. So have you all downloaded a dictionary in your mobile?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, which one?
Downloaded.
English to French.
Sorry.
Lingy,
Okay, okay, lang, okay,
uh,
okay,
lingui, something it is.
okay. Yeah,
Ma'am,
so
French English.
yeah, so one dictionary has both the versions, English to French, French to English. So either
Okay.
you can download all of you. So this thing is I think free download Lang available on Android, I suppose. Otherwise, word reference is again a free download in all the applications in all this iOS and Android, I think. So you can download word reference, all of you, or you can also download Larousse, or you can also download Ashet dictionary. So whichever you find a free download, you can definitely download. Okay. So this is one thing you need to actually put in efforts to learn a language, right?
Yes.
Next, I told you, like, yeah, so you have to speak in the class, you have to ask your doubts, you have to come up with the questions. So since it is 1.5 hour, what you say, training, है ना? So initially, so what would be the plan? The plan would be, so Monday and Wednesday we have 8 p.m. to 9:30, right? So today we will start off with the basics. And so what we'll be doing in every class, first 10-15 minutes, we will dedicate to the doubts clearing sessions, the revision, or maybe the clarity to the previous topics we have done. So you have to practice. So let's say today is Monday. What we will be going to do today, you have to practice it probably after the class or maybe tomorrow evening, whichever time you're free, so that you come up prepared for the Wednesday's class. Because again, it is a language, so you have to uh, keep everything, you know, in your brains actually to actually participate in the upcoming class. Okay. So this is all. So now if you have any questions or doubts, you can ask me.
No, ma'am, it's not clear.
Okay. So all of you are total beginners. Fine.
Yes, ma'am.
So this is a PPT. If you can see on the screen, this is the actually PowerPoint presentation which I have made. I will follow this also in my class, but these will be my own reference. Okay. So this cannot be shared because this has been created by me. Okay, for teaching purposes. But what we will do, we will be following a book, a proper book. So there are no note system with me. There are no notes. I do not provide any sort of notes, no handwritten, no computerized whatsoever. So I'll be sending you this book across to you. Now this book's name is À un, à deux, fleurs, c'est parti. Okay. Now this book, it may look a little boring to you because it is just one single color book. But this book is very good to actually develop a base. Okay. Since we all are beginners, so it will take time for us to learn a language. Okay. And this book consists of lot of very, very good exercises. Like each topic has several different creative exercises. So if we'll practice those exercises throughout our course, we will be able to develop what you say, the language skills the better way. I am not saying quickly kuch hota nahi hai. I mean, there's nothing called quick, but you will learn a language in a better way. So this book will be yours. I'll be sending you the PDF version to it. You can take the printout to this book. The number of pages are 123. Now, it is an internationally published book. If you want to purchase it, hard copy, you can purchase it online. Okay, but I will be sending you across the what you say, the PDF version. Okay. And this book also consists of the audio, the listening, which we are going to practice in the class. So we will practice listening in the class, but I will be also sending you the full whole book's audio as well, so that you also have the material, all the material with you, which we do in the class. And when I'll be giving you homework, so you are able to do the homework. Okay, with the audio, with whatever. Okay. So I think yes, we can start with the class now. And just keep a register and pen with you. So try that. Just a minute, I'm so sorry. Yeah, so try that you are continuously writing. I mean, continuously, yes, continuously writing during these 1.5 hours class. Okay, since everything is online, I cannot see you, I cannot watch you are writing or not. Maybe you are busy, you are in the kitchen, somebody is in the kitchen, somebody whatsoever, I do not know. So, but make sure you are sitting at a comfortable zone and you are understanding and you are making notes also. Okay, that is also important.
Ma'am, I have a query. So basically for let's say for the DELF exam preparation, is there any books which is this is I believe the book, right? Like let's say if we have to workbook or like that, are there set of books we need to buy, or it's this is the book which we have to only refer?
Yeah, I just mentioned this is the book you need to refer.
Okay. Why, ma'am, I'm asking that this question basically is because I have done previous, Deutsch, German language course. So in that we had Goethe Institute 4 books. I mean, so like that, is there something in this, or it's okay, we can go through this?
See, every language, Goethe Institute had 4 books. Maybe I can also issue you 8 books. But
Okay, okay.
but
Okay.
what we need to develop a base, first we have
Right.
to focus on that. So I
Okay.
can issue you n number of books you ask me.
Oh, okay.
But one more thing also for all of you, it's a serious advice. When you're learning a language or whatever new you are doing, you try to follow that trainer. And I
Okay,
mean,
ma'am.
everything is available on the internet these days.
Okay.
So please refrain yourself, to download unnecessary resources which we really do not need. Okay, this will definitely confuse you and you will actually, what you say, digress
Okay.
from your target.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay.
Thank you. Noted.
Yeah, so it was for everyone, this guidance. Fine. All right, so I have been always telling that I focus more on the speaking part and the listening part, pronunciation and everything. So my first initial classes will be based on the sounds and all that stuff. So I have actually listed out few sounds, combinations, everything. But to actually do those sounds, we first need to start with the alphabet. Okay. So this book I will send you. So this book we are starting here from page number 6, page numéro 6. Okay. This is the index sommaire. And we are starting with leçon numéro 1. C'est parti. Okay. C'est parti, it means let's go. Let's start. Okay.
Okay.
So, yeah. So, the basic, first we have to learn the alphabet, right? These are not the alphabets, these are letters of the alphabet. A, B, C are the letters of the alphabet. So, okay, just a minute. So, in total, as a whole, this is called an alphabet. These are not the alphabets. Okay. So one alphabet consists of 26 letters, just a basic English knowledge, but this I will relate it with French also. So in one alphabet or in an alphabet, we have 26 letters, right, in English. How many vowels are there in English?
5.
5. But in French, we have 6 vowels. So vowels we will do later. First, we will do the pronunciation of this alphabet. Okay, so in English, we say A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, like this. But in French, the sound is different. Okay, let me just open it in my, PDF. Not PDF, it is PPT, I'm sorry. Okay, so the alphabet, l'alphabet, the alphabet. Now, if you can see, I have actually, you also note it down in your register, the vertical way, this way. Okay. Now, I have written the pronunciation in English itself. These are the pronunciations I have written. So, for example, in French, the letter A is not pronounced as A, it is pronounced as A. So, you have to open your mouth and say A. Bay. So, you can see I have written it, I have written the pronunciation as per my understanding. B-A-Y, to me, it is Bay. Okay. But since why I was asking that you guys know Hindi, so those who know Hindi, those who can write in Hindi, they can write Bay like this. Maybe it will be easier, because when I used to learn French, I used to write in Hindi. Those who cannot write Hindi, or if they are comfortable writing the pronunciation in English or whatever comfortable way, you can write. Or for example, Sarah, ma'am, you do not know Hindi or whatever. So if you know Tamil or whatever, so if you can write a sound in Tamil, okay, you can write it. So you always have to relate the things with your own language, okay, in order to learn faster, at least in the initial stages when you're a beginner. So to me, if I would have been a student, I would have probably written A, in front of A, I would have written A in Hindi. This would be my way. So you have to actually invent your own way to learn the pronunciations, at least initially for a month. Okay. So I have written double A for maybe to A, just to, Bay. So in Hindi, I would write like Bay. Right. Say, I will write like this, say. So this is how you can write the pronunciations in your own comfortable language. Okay. Now, I am not going to speak this a, be, say, de. Instead, we will listen to the audio which is available in your book, to which I will be also giving you these audios. I'll just also explain you how you have to use the book and the audios. So can you see this headphone symbol here?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So these headphones, when in front of any questions, if you have this sort of a symbol, headphone symbol, it means this question is a listening question. Okay. And here when we say écouter et répéter, it means listen and repeat. Okay. So slowly and gradually we'll be developing this vocabulary, don't worry. So this audio numéro 1, audio number 1, we already have a listening to it. Okay. So the listening audios will be somewhere appearing like this on your laptop. So if you see 001, 001 is this. Yeah, 001 is this, because audio below in front of this headphone it is written 1. So this is audio numéro 1. Okay, so audio number 1. So when I play this audio, you will listen this audio. Now this is audible. The sound was coming.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, very good. So I'll play the audio. What you have to do, you have to mute yourself. All of you just mute yourself. So when she will be speaking in French, she will be speaking be, say. So there will be a little pause in between. So in that pause, just try to repeat after her. Okay. So I'll play it 2 times. And I hope you have written all the letters of the alphabet 26 in a vertical manner in your register. So when you will listen the sound of that letter, try to write the pronunciation in your own preferred language. So what I'm doing, I am keeping my PPT open, okay, rather instead of the book.
Sorry.
so that you can also relate the pronunciations which I have written in English. So if you wish, you can copy the same way or you can write your own way. Okay, is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Wait, okay, very good. Okay, so all right, I'm playing the audio. Just try to first understand the pronunciation.
Séquence 1, c'est parti. Vocabulaire. L'alphabet. Écoutez et répétez. A,
A,
B,
Mute yourself, please.
C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z.
Okay, so could you repeat after each letter?
okay, ma'am.
Repeat the sound.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so anything you find difficult?
Why, ma'am?
I
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Uh,
R,
okay.
R, yeah, R.
and
Why?
R actually is like I think 20%, 30% of French is R only. Letter R. Because it is actually pronounced from the throat. It's like इसकी ना आपको पूरा 1 महीने practice करनी है. You have to practice it at least for a month in front of the mirror, and so it actually involves the throat. So it is a combination of R, R and K, like R and K. So it's like bonjour, très
Bonjour.
bien, like this. Yeah.
And you?
So U is U. It is not
E.
EU, it is U. U.
U.
U.
mm,
Okay, U.
U.
All right.
U,
Y. Y is Y. I will repeat it. I'm actually trying to play. I'll play the audio again because when I was just actually trying to first understand. Did you understand? So
Ma'am, can I
did
ask
you
a
grab
question?
the sounds? Yeah.
Yeah, so though English is from from the British, but we have different dialects, right? We have the Indian accent, we have
Right.
American, Australian. So
Hmm.
so is it okay if if we speak French in the Indian accent? Does it make sense? I mean, is this the right question? I don't know. I'm sorry. No, because we in India, all our R's are a little stressful, right? So
Like how it is stressful.
so if
Nowadays.
we don't say work, we say work. Sometimes, I'm just saying. So it depends on we have an Indian accent, right? And So is it okay if we have like an Indian accent-ish kind of a French? Only with R, I'm saying. Only with R.
It's actually not okay
Okay.
because, yeah. So as you said that different dialects, yes. So it
Yeah.
is and there are like a lot of immigrants also to different various countries. So of course the what you say the influence is always there on the language, right? But if we will actually speak French the Indian way, uh, those who actually wish to appear for these competitive exams like TEF, TCF, DELF, etc., we don't need Indian French. So
Yeah.
it won't work. So, like for example, as you said, work. So probably, I mean, I say work.
Even I
Okay.
even I say work, but
Yeah.
it was like
Yeah, I mean, it's a good question. But yes, so everybody, so again, so there are people from various backgrounds, religions who are coming and taking the exam. So everybody has a different accent, of course, right? But we must try to actually learn French the French way.
French
Okay?
way.
But we must try that. But if you'll say, like, for example, uh, bonjour, the French way is bonjour, but if we'll say bonjour, so
Oh, that's wrong.
it seems very, I mean, it's not wrong, but it is not French like
Yeah.
that. So, so we always have to actually, basically, what is a language? We have to just grab the accent and that becomes the
Yeah.
language. That's it. Even in English. So,
That's right, ma'am. Thank
yeah,
you.
yeah, no worries. Okay, so and these sounds like air. That's why I told in the beginning that practicing or pronouncing the letter R itself is 20% of French. So the first impression is the last impression. Those who have this air, je suis, whatever. I'm not having any R or something. Bonjour, je peux bien parler avec vous. So parler, bonjour. So if you just two lines, if you say this way in front of the examiner, she knows, okay, this person is familiar with the language. Okay. And then the whole story goes on. Okay, that is why speaking pronunciation is actually very important rather than just doing fill in the blanks or doing grammar exercises. Okay, all right. So I'm playing the audio again once more. So again, you guys can repeat after each letter and also again make your notes.
Les accents. Et, E, accent aigu. Est, séquence 1, c'est parti. Vocabulaire. L'alphabet. Écoutez et répétez. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z.
All right. So can you have you made notes in such a way that let's say if tomorrow you are going to read from your notebook, you're able to pronounce it the correct way?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah,
Yes, we made notes side by side.
very good. Right. So a, be, se, de.
They.
So in French, we do not. Okay, so if you guys have observed, we do not have this D in English. D has the d sound, like daddy, d sound. But in French, we do not have d sound. We rather have what? The sound, right? The, wala, right? The. So all the words starting from D or maybe in between the word, if there is this letter D, it will be pronounced as the. Okay. And similarly, T, the t doesn't exist. Okay. Yeah. So it is the. Okay. Like in Hindi, it will be tera, है ना? Tu, whatever. Okay. So we do not have t sound in French. When we say très bien, okay, très, so like that. To. So we have the and to.
The.
Okay.
The.
Like I'm just telling the sound, but it is they and te.
I'm confusing between this.
Sorry.
I'm confusing between this the and the.
आप रमनदीप, आपको हिंदी आती है?
Sorry, yes, ma'am.
आती है. तो हिंदी में इंग्लिश में पापा को क्या बोलते हैं? डैडी.
Yes, ma'am, yes.
ड इंग्लिश में ड होता है डांस,
Yes, ma'am, yes.
डायरी, राइट?
Yes.
बट फ्रेंच में ड का साउंड नहीं होता. फ्रेंच में द होता है वो. इट वुड बी दादी, द वाला द साउंड होता है. ऐसे ही ट का साउंड कोई भी. सो एनी वर्ड विच स्टार्ट्स विद टी और एनी वर्ड विच हैज दिस लेटर टी, उसमें ट का साउंड नहीं आएगा, उसमें त का साउंड त आएगा.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. So now out of these 26 letters, I am actually telling you now these 3 letters which I am actually circling, or I may circle this also, but actually, and this also. But these 3 letters, the letter A, the letter E, and the letter I. Okay. You need to be very, very, very thorough with its French pronunciation. So when I'm saying this letter A is important, you have to always say ah. So when I'm reading this word, it is not alphabet. I mean, it is not alphabet or something. It is alphabet. So,
Alphabet.
Alphabet. And this letter which I'm saying E is A in French. A. Like in Hindi, it is anar wala A. Okay, but it is A. It is not E, it is not A, it is A. Okay. This is important. You need to learn. Matlab, this should be in your head, because when we are reading French, right, these sounds will play a major role. And the letter I, in English it is I, but in French, when we are actually reading, so I'll just give a very, very small example just to tell you why I'm saying this is important. Now this is a word. How do we pronounce it?
Film in English.
Film.
Ill.
Yeah, normal. No, English.
Film. It's film.
Film, right?
Yeah.
But in French, this same word exists in French also. Okay. Now, what I'm trying to say that this sound is important, like I. So in French, it is not film, it is film, because I is E. So it should be film. But if you'll say, je vais voir le film, you are actually losing your points. So I am saying film. I have just I have given example with only letter I, why it is important. Okay, for example, my name is Shivani. In English, I will be pronouncing as Shivani, Shivani, है ना? But if any French person will say my name, he will say bonjour Shivani, wo, because I is E. So
Yeah.
it actually makes a huge difference. So there are many, even similarly with A. So it is A. So you have A. You have to open your mouth. We. So it is alphabet. We will be doing one reading drill also. Yeah. So we will, it is so we cannot actually memorize the pronunciation throughout. First, we have to understand all the sounds, all the combinations, everything. Then probably in the third or fourth class, we will be doing one reading drill. I'll be giving you all a paragraph. You have to read it. So make sure you practice every day. You revise whatever is being taught. Okay. So these letters, especially A, O, E, the pronunciation R. I can understand this R cannot come to you very early, but you so try to search on YouTube the pronunciation of R in French, YouTube pe, and listen, speak, practice. And the pronunciation U is U. Yes. So I'll be giving you this audio also, which I have just recently played. You have to also download it on your laptop. Mobile, I'm not sure it works or not, but you have to all download in your laptop, and then you have to listen, practice, repeat, memorize. Okay.
Okay.
Now this was about the alphabet, l'alphabet. Now we will be actually discovering how many vowels are there in French. Okay, and all that stuff. So I have here, if you can see l'alphabet. So il y a des voyelles on the okay, so let me just explain. Voyelle, it means the vowels in French. So the vowels in French, in English we have 5 vowels, but in French we have 6. So 5 are like English, and 1 is extra, which is Y, which is Y. So les voyelles, you can write all this, bracket में लिखिए in English the vowels. A, O, E, O, U, Y. Right. So these are 6 vowels in French. Okay. And remaining 20 letters, the remaining 20 letters are the consonants. We say les consonnes. Consonants, so you know English also. Okay. Consonne. These are the consonants. And H, this letter H is silent in French. Silent in French, for example, like you have a word in English with H silent, honest. Honest is a word in English, right?
Honest.
You have heard this word?
Yes, ma'am.
Honest.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So H is silent here, right? It is silent, no, in English, H.
Yes, ma'am.
Honest. है ना? So in French, H is always silent. Okay? So we say muet. Silent means muet. So H, la lettre H, c'est muet. Okay?
So ma'am, यहाँ पे टी नहीं हम लोग बोल रहे हैं. We are not speaking tea. Muet.
ये अभी मैं ये रूल बता. हाँ, टी साइलेंट. मैं टी पे अभी we are actually not focusing on T, we are actually focusing on this letter H. So I'm
H.
saying that H is always silent in French. Yeah, so we say it muet. Now,
Muet.
why we are not pronouncing T, we will come to it. But we must
Okay.
know that H is always silent in French. Silent means muet. Okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, so I hope you have written it. It was very this thing. Okay. Now, I will actually do this also, accents today. Les accents. Accent. What are actually accents? The accents. Accents are actually, the symbols. So there are few symbols. Like in Hindi, we have matras, matra, right?
Yes.
In English, we do not have any symbols which are put on the. In German, we have like umlaut, all that stuff, 2 dots we have to put. So those are actually the symbols or the accent marks.
Yes.
So the accents in French are actually few symbols which have, some which has so the symbols will look like this, sometimes like this, all that stuff. So we'll be learning few. We call them accents, les accents, accent. Okay, les accents.
Les accents.
Right. So there are 5 different. Just give me a minute. I'm sorry, I'm coming. Okay, so we have accents. Now there are 5 different kinds of accent marks used in written French. Okay, written French. They are now basically these 3 accents. Number 1, which is in the pink box. Number 2, which is in the blue box. And number 3, which is in the yellow box. These 3 accents, they have a major role in the French pronunciation, the spoken French. Okay. Why? Because it changes the pronunciation. Okay, you have to be very attentive here. Be careful, listen carefully what I'm trying to explain. So when I'm saying now, the first accent we are talking here is about, the first accent is accent aigu. Let me just write. You can write the title heading like this, les accents. The first accent is l'accent aigu. Then in front of this, make a symbol. So it has a symbol like this only. So it is a little chota symbol, It has a symbol like this. If you see, now this symbol or this accent is found on letter E.
E.
Okay. So it is always above the letter. Yeah, this is above the letter. This accent is above the letter. You will not put accent anywhere like this, maybe like this, maybe like this or something. It shouldn't fly in the air. It is always above, just above the letter. It should not touch the letter. Okay. Even if it touches, that's not a problem, but it should be above. Okay. Now, when I'm saying it changes the pronunciation, what does it mean? What is the sound of the letter E, which we have just listened in the alphabet?
Oh.
Very good. Right? So I'll take out this slide. So let me just also first explain you this also. So you can just look at this. This is accent aigu. It is put like this. Write the second accent also, which is accent grave. This is found on letters A, E, U. Sound changes only with the letter E. Okay, you can see the symbol is this accent grave. Okay. Yeah, here it is. Now, when I just told you, this is what?
Oh.
Oh. So I don't know, I'm writing in Hindi or in English it would be like this, maybe or what I have written here. Right. But when I put accent aigu on this letter E, aigu, the pronunciation changes to A. From A, it becomes A.
A.
You understand? The letter is same. E hai. But when there is no accent, it is A. When we put an accent aigu on this E, it becomes A. And when we put accent grave on this E, the sound changes to, in Hindi, I can write it as A,
A.
but in English, I cannot write, I think. A. Yeah, so it is A, A. So you see, accent aigu is A. Accent grave, A. Can you
Yeah.
observe the difference?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, when we read a word, how will you read this word in French?
Ete.
Very nice. Ete. Ete.
Ete.
Because both the E's has this accent.
Ete.
So it becomes ete. Ete.
Ete.
Right? Now, how will you pronounce this word? Accent grave.
Mer.
Very
Mer.
nice. Mer.
Mer.
Mer. And you see, the last E doesn't have the accent. So it is I mean, we will stop at it is not mere. Okay? I mean, it is not mere. So normally, so the learners, they tend to say mere. Hai na? So we have to stop because E, this is it is so it is mer. That's it. Mer. Okay. So you see, there is this E makes a lot of difference. Okay, accent aigu, accent grave are very important because it changes the pronunciation. The third one also, which I told you, this is called l'accent cédille. This, you put it below the letter C. So this is something like this. I have put it. I mean, आप लोग अपने, if you will see on your mobile, if you will long press the letter C, I mean, you guys can come WhatsApp chat when you just press this. I don't know, screen is visible to you or not, maybe. So I'm typing in the group itself. When I long press C, you have this C cédille in your mobile also.
Ete.
Can you see? Can you check on your mobile? So basically, this is cédille.
Yes, ma'am. There it is.
है ना? Yeah. So in written French, you can make it like this or this also. This also works because every time you cannot draw a snail-like structure. So this is also acceptable if you're writing with the pen. Otherwise, in TEF TCF, you have a computer-based exam. Okay. So cédille, it comes under the letter C. It changes the sound to S from K. Basically, like we have learned here the pronunciation of C. What we have learned?
Se.
Say. So in English also we have A, B, C, right?
E.
C. English also we have this, no? But when we read this word, how do we read it?
Cake.
Cake. How do we read it?
Camel.
So it is
Camel.
always ka, right?
Yes.
But we say A, B, C, C.
Hmm.
Similarly, if in French you see a word like this, how will you read it? I mean, just in English version you can read. This is a French word, but how?
Carry.
Cadeau.
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 Okay,
Cadeau.
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 Cadeau. Ka. The sound will be ka, right? I mean, this is how it is pronounced in French also. Okay, so we have ka, right?
Achha.
We have ka. Like for example, this is also a French word. How will you read this?
Cartable.
Very nice.
Cartable.
Very nice. Cartable. Cartable.
Cartable.
Very nice. At least you
Cartable.
focused on a. So very good. Cartable. So it is ka, right?
Ka.
Now when I'm
Tab.
writing this word, how you will read this?
Garçon.
Garçon.
Japa.
Why so?
Garçon.
J.
Garcon.
Garcon, right?
Garcon. Achha.
Garcon, right? Because see,
Garcon, because Cedel is not there.
right, abhi, है ना? So it is garcon, right?
Garcon.
But when I am putting cedille below this, now this is not garcon, now it
Garçon.
becomes garçon.
Garcon.
So that is what we are saying. The sound here with this cedille, it changes from ka to sa when we put cedille. But you cannot put cedille anywhere randomly on your choice. So there are words, fixed words in French, wherein the cedille is always there. So you have to actually learn or remember those words. So when I had written, I wrote it without cedille. So it could have been garcon. But when you put, when you have a cedille, it becomes garçon.
Garcon.
Okay, so it changes the sound. So cedille changes the sound. So it is important. Okay, now the other two accents which are there in the green box and the orange box, they do not make any change in the sound, but you have to learn the words as it is. So it do not take a pressure that you have to learn so many words. It will come on its own when we'll practice. So if you'll see accent, so we have done number 1 accent aigu, we have done accent grave, we have done cedille. Now the accent number 4 is l'accent circonflexe. So what is the symbol to it? So it is something like this, a reverse V. You see, like a hat. Okay, this is called circonflexe. So how will you read this word?
French or
Hotel.
English?
It is French word,
Hotel.
but read it.
Hotel.
Hotel.
So
Hotel.
in English,
Hotel.
so in French, I said
Hotel.
H is silent, right?
Hotel.
Very
Hotel.
nice.
Hotel.
Oh, very nice. Hotel.
Hotel.
Very good. So O is O. I mean, the pronunciation doesn't change, right?
Yes.
Though we have an accent circonflexe, but the pronunciation doesn't change. But
No.
you have to learn, memorize. So it is hotel.
Hotel.
So it can come on any vowel, A, E, I, O, U. No change in the sound. So if you see this sort of accent anywhere, so it hardly makes a difference. Okay, then we have the last accent, which is le tréma. Tréma. The symbol to it is 2 dots. So it is put on the letter E, okay? 2 dots. It is put on the letter E. When 2 vowels come together and both need to be pronounced separately. Again, this hardly makes any difference. I mean, if you're reading it in like fluidity, okay, but you need to understand the concept. So when, for example, what we're saying, they both need to be pronounced separately. How will you read this word?
Noel.
Noel.
Right. So O and E, they have to be
Separate.
pronounced Noel. So it is not like in English we say, right, poem, we say poem, something, poem. So it is poem, po. So similarly, it is Noel. It has to be separate. But in English, it is
Poem.
not separate. It is poem.
Mm.
Okay. But in French, you have to pronounce these two letters separately. So hardly you will find any words which have this trema. Okay. The very common is Noel itself, which means Christmas. But you have to understand that you have to pronounce these two letters separately. Right. So are these clear, the 5 accents?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. So those who are taking screenshots and thinking that I will write later, you will not be able to write later. So it is advised to write during the class. Make notes during the class. Screenshots will not help you in long run. Okay. So, okay. All right. Any questions or doubts related to this and this?
Ma'am, how to pronounce A and E? Can you please repronounce it? And
A is pronounced as A.
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 Again, I think you're restricting yourself. A.
A.
No.
Oh.
Open your mouth. A.
A.
Okay, better. And E is A. Right.
Okay. So we need to pressure A more, right?
Not pressure, but it's like A. I mean, it shouldn't be like A, A. Like, it should be A.
Both sound similar to me, that's why.
No. A is A, E is A is A. So A, we are opening full wide mouth. With E, it is not, we are not actually opening our mouth also. It is O. O.
O.
O.
O.
So what I'm doing, I'm actually I'm playing the audio once more to this, the alphabet sounds. And then after we will do one listening exercise from your book. So very first day, I'm bombarding you with the listening French. So, but first try to listen again. Be aware of be aware of these sounds. Okay. And then we will do one exercise. Okay. So again, refer to your notebook, what sounds you have written. You can cross-verify, check.
Séquence 1, c'est parti. Vocabulaire. L'alphabet. Écoutez et répétez. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Les accents E, E, accent aigu. E, accent grave.
So here actually she is talking about the accents also. So till the time I did introduce you, I had to stop it, but now I have introduced you to the accents also. So she's actually saying these accents. O accent aigu, like this, है ना? O accent grave. Okay, so I'll just replay it
V,
on the accents. You can listen.
W, X, Y, Z. Les accents E, E, accent aigu. E, accent grave. E, accent circonflexe.
Okay. So I hope these sounds are now little clear, more clear. So now we will be doing one listening exercise. So if you'll see here in the book, here we say vocabulaire. So every chapter or every lesson in this book, the first section will be dedicated to the vocabulary, vocabulaire. So, I mean, this is not vocabulary, A, B, C, D, but still. So every topic, like for example, if you're talking about something physical appearance, so we will have vocabulary like beautiful, kind, sympathetic, whatsoever. Okay. So now we are actually doing l'alphabet.
L'alphabet.
So now we will practice question number 1, question numéro 1, which is écoutez les lettres et cochez le prénom correct. Now, what does this mean?
Choose the correct option.
Okay, good, you understood right. You understood right. So we are saying écoutez les lettres. Listen to the letters. Listen to the letters. And cocher means to cut out, matlab mark, to mark. Okay. Cocher le prénom. Prénom in French means the first name. Okay, so I'll just introduce you with two things in French. Prénom is your first name. I'll give you one example also, don't worry. And nom is your last name. Prénom, okay, pré. So this has an accent aigu. Prénom. Prénom is first name. So for example, my name is Shivani Jain. So my first name. So Shivani Jain. So Shivani is prénom.
Prénom.
Okay. And Jain is
No.
no. Similarly, when you are talking about your surname, it is no. So sometimes we get confused that no is name. It is not name. It is the last name. Okay. Pré. Pré is first. So pré, first name. Okay. So we are actually saying listen the letters and mark the correct first name. So these are actually the first names of persons. So these are French names. Okay. Martin, Marthe, Marie, Julie, Julien, Julia, Florian, Florent, Florence. So you have to listen to the letters, the sound. The audio will have it, and you have to tick the correct one. One more thing in French, like in English, when we mark something, so we mark like this, right? Tick, we make a tick, right? Tick the correct box. So we do a tick, na, like this. But in French, we actually do not tick mark. Cocher means, yeah, cocher means to make a cross. So when, for example, if you see that, let's say this is the correct answer, let's say Marie is your correct answer. So you have to cross it out. I mean, it should be in the box itself, not outside the box. Okay, so you have to actually cross the correct answer. Okay, this is a. But if in your exams like DELF or whatever, if you tick mark, no negative marking is there, you will get points. Okay, but it is just to tell you, you must be aware. Okay. So I'm playing the audio number 2. The first écoute, just try to listen, try to observe what is happening, try to understand what you have to do in the question. And then if you're able to get the answers, it's fine. I'll play it the second time. Then you attempt the questions. I may play it the third time if you do not get the answers, to verify your answers. So don't worry. When I'm saying that we are doing listening, we will be doing listening in the class. It doesn't mean that I'm playing the audio 1 time, 2 time, and you are done, and I'm just hungry for the answers. So we will play it 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times, no problem. Initially, it may take time to understand. Slowly and gradually, after a month, 2 months time, you will be able to get things. Okay. So I'm playing the audio. Be careful. Try to write the answers or mark the answers. Not try to mark. First, you understand.
Séquence 1. Vocabulaire. Exercice 1. Écoutez les lettres et cochez le prénom correct.
A,
M, A, R, T, H, E,
B,
J, U, L, I, E,
C,
F, L, O, R, I, E, N, T.
Did you get anything?
Yes.
And third,
Yes, ma'am.
And
C. Florent.
so
No. So, did you? So, were you able to get things right? So I'll
yes.
play it once more.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So again, now you try to get the correct answers. Then I'll play it the third time to verify your answers. Okay. So we are actually, my thing is not to, again, I'm saying I am not in a rush to get answers. I want you all to understand. Okay.
Séquence 1. Vocabulaire. Exercice 1. Écoutez les lettres et cochez le prénom correct.
A,
M, A, R,
Ah.
T, H, E,
B,
J, U, L, I, E,
C,
F, L, O, R, I, E, N, T.
Hmm. Okay, so now you got all the answers?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so there may be still left maybe one or two who might not have got the answers. So now
Ma'am,
this is the last time I'm playing the audio. Those who have got the answers, you please verify your answers again. Okay. And when they are saying, just try to observe like how they're speaking, G, U, L, E, this is how you have to actually observe also. Okay, I'm playing.
Séquence 1. Vocabulaire. Exercice 1. Écoutez les lettres et cochez le prénom correct.
A,
M, A, R, T, H, E,
B,
J, U, L, I, E,
C,
F, L, O, R, I, E, N, T.
We. So can we discuss now the answers?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So the first one, écoutez les lettres cochées. Okay. What is the first answer? Partie A.
B.
The
Middle one, ma'am.
Middle one.
B.
The
The.
Martha.
Mark.
Maths.
Yeah, so it is not the last one, it is the first. Yeah. M-A-R. We will verify.
Séquence 1. Vocabulaire. Exercice 1. Écoutez les lettres et cochez le prénom correct.
So just be careful, listen it. We will verify, okay?
A,
M,
M,
A,
A,
R,
R,
T,
T,
H,
H,
E.
O. Right? So Marthe.
Mark.
Okay, second.
First one. Julie.
Ma'am. First one.
Okay. Okay, we will verify.
B,
J,
G,
U,
L,
L, I,
P.
E.
O. It is not
C.
E, it is O. Yeah. So Julie. Okay, very good. Julie. And party say
First one.
Third one. Second one. Middle one.
first, second,
No,
third.
first one.
First one.
Okay, we will verify.
F,
Hmm.
L,
L
O,
O,
R,
R,
I,
E,
E,
O,
N,
N,
T.
T.
first one.
First one.
No. So it is the first. So you see, this is how you have to be careful with the the audio. Now, this is very, very basic, the starting, right? So we'll have listening comprehensions, etc. Okay,
Ma'am, how we
very
will pronounce this word, name, basically, the C1.
Florian.
Florian.
Florian. Yeah.
Florian.
Florian? Ma'am,
Yeah.
Florian?
Okay.
We will learn all these combination sounds
Florian.
in the next.
Florian.
Florian. Okay.
Okay, so this is how we will be actually slowly and gradually progressing with the language. So what we have done today, we just try to just recapitulate it. So we have actually done alphabet, letters of the alphabet, their sounds, pronunciation. Then we have done les voyelles, consonnes, etc. We have also done les accents, accents, 5 types of accents. And we have practiced one listening exercise from the book. Okay. So there is this one more exercise based on these letters only. So I'll share this book and audio with you. So if you have time, or if you can do it tomorrow, practice on your own, you can practice. If not, I will be doing it in the next class. I will do it. But slowly and gradually, when we will be moving towards other lessons and everything, so there will be few exercises which we will do in the class, which I will give you, the listening exercises. So make sure you download the audio and the book also on your laptop and take a printout of this book, get it spiraled or whatever. Okay. So yeah, any questions?
No, ma'am.
Okay. All right. So we will meet then on Wednesday. Okay.
Okay.
And speak in
ma'am.
the class. Okay. So it is a 1.5 hour session. So you are speaking very good, but in future also you have to speak. So 1.5 hour session, we can do a lot of grammar topics, I mean, so many things. But if you'll not speak, instead of 2 topics, I will have to do 10 then, because nobody will speak, then class. I mean, I will speak, and you will not. So you have to participate, you have to speak in order to maintain the balance of the course also. So
Okay, ma'am.
because online has disadvantages also. Okay. All right. So see you on Wednesday.
Ma'am, how can I download this book? And where from I download this?
Huh?
Ma'am, how can I download this book?
After I'll send you.
Okay, okay. I
Yeah.
think. Oh, sorry, I'm confusing this. I think you will send already send this.
I'll send in the group to all.
Okay, okay. On WhatsApp.
Right.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
Okay. All right. Au revoir. So good night to all of you. Bye.